Yo, welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. Ooh-wee. As you've seen in my few videos I posted earlier today about the little shorts I did about potentially getting Tyreek and then finally getting Tyreek, I am still on cloud nine. I am amped as ever that we was able to get this man. I don't understand how. Waking up this morning, I didn't think nothing else was gonna happen. We had Armstead yesterday, did a video. I'm like, well, that's pretty much it. No more big splashes. Heard there was a possibility that they could go get another player. I was thinking Treader, something, and that might still happen. I don't know, but I was thinking Treader, or maybe somebody that was on the fence, but never nothing like this. Not no blockbuster guy like Tyreek Hill. All right, and I'm here to talk about what he means for the Dolphins, what he means for us moving on towards this next season, because the Dolphins have pretty much put all their eggs in this next 2 years, all right? Not necessarily this next year alone, but the next 2 years, the next year for Tua, for sure. All right, Tua has 1 year. They brought in all these pieces. It better work. Okay, they're not bringing in these pieces for Tua to fumble the bag. Okay, that's not why they brought Tyreek in. Why they brought Armstead in. That's not it. Tua now more than ever. All right, and I believe in him. I believe Tua will step up to the plate and be the quarterback we need him to be. But now more than ever, Tua's time is on the clock, and it will run out at the end of the season. They'll go get themselves a veteran, keep the same squad, plug the veteran in, make a run for the Super Bowl in 2023, 2024. You heard it here first. That's exactly what's going to happen if Tua can't get this team at least to the first round of the playoffs and competitive in that game. All right, whether the win or loss, it better be a competitive game or he's up out of there probably. Okay, unless he had a great statistical season and then it fell apart in the playoffs. They might keep him at that point, but that's far down the line. We'll worry about that then. But Tua has to produce. He has to produce. Another thing that happened by bringing in Tyreek Hill is the fact that they ain't just a running team. You don't bring in a guy like Tyreek Hill. You already have Waddle. You sign these wide receivers that can help block downfield. You got Gesicki. You got Parker. You ain't just bring in Tyreek Hill to block. He's 5'8", 5'9". All right, 5'8", somewhere around that ballpark. Fast as heck, can jump high, 40-inch vertical. None of that's a problem. But you ain't bring him in to block. All right, this is not Deebo Samuel. This is not Jarvis Landry. You didn't bring him in to block. You brought him in because you want splash plays. He is going to be going downfield and across the field for long gains and touchdowns. Now, with that being said, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be throwing deep. Okay? Yes, we want to see the deep ball. We love the deep ball. All right, and there's that old adage, chicks dig the deep ball. All right, well, we do too as men. All right, we dig the deep ball. We want to see deep passes. But let's keep something in mind, something that you all know, but something that needs to be said regardless. Tua's not Mahomes. Newsflash, we got Tyreek Hill. Tua ain't Mahomes, all right? We're not going to be seeing the same type of throws that Tyreek was used to getting. All right, I don't know if it's Tyreek or if it's Tyreek, but we'll figure that out. I'm going to be saying both in the video, all right, to cover my behind. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing those same passes. We're just not. There are certain passes that Tyreek was able to get because of Mahomes. Tua is not that guy. All right, he's not Mahomes. He doesn't have the same arm as Mahomes. He can't extend plays the way Mahomes does. Most of the things that he does are going to be on schedule. So it means that instead of a 60-yard pass in the air, it's going to be 40, and Tyreek's going to have to do the rest. Okay? And a lot of times, Patrick Mahomes didn't have to throw deep. His yards per play throwing were 7.2, whereas Tua's is 6.9. It's real close. All right, it's real close. Actually, I think it was 7.02, and Tua's was 6.92. Like it's real close. It's real close. All right, so it's not that Mahomes threw a whole bunch of passes over 10 yards. There were definitely a good share of them, but he hit Tyreek short sometimes, and he took it the distance. We saw that against Buffalo in the playoffs to win that game. All right, short pass, nice little 20-yard dump, and he took it the rest of the way. It happens a lot with Tyreek Hill because he's the fastest player in the NFL. Now you have him, Waddle, and Mostert on the same team, three of the fastest human beings in the NFL, and now you have speed all over the place. All right, this opens it up for Waddle. It opens it up for Gesicki in the middle. It opens it up for the running game, and it opens it up for Tyreek Hill because if you double him, Waddle's open. If Waddle's having a hot game, you double him, Tyreek can't be covered one-on-one. This is great. All right, it's great for us. Love that they got this done. Another thing that it does is that it adds so much depth to the team now. TD mentioned it, and I was going to mention it in this video that I'm doing. In practice, you got pretty much two starting quarterbacks, all right, because Bridgewater could start. And you've got depth on the line of scrimmage outside. You have Waddle, you have Gesicki, you have Parker, you have Wilson, you have Sherfield, you have Hill, all on the outside on two different teams getting it in. All right, now we don't have enough corners to cover these elite athletes, but hey, it is what it is. It makes for good competition. I can't wait to see what training camp looks like and to see what unit does better. Okay, and I would assume that the second unit probably does better because they're going against lesser corners. But hey, we'll see what happens. Can't wait to see Parker versus Needham now more than ever. Can't wait to see Hill versus Howard and versus Jones. It's just going to be great. All right, I can't wait to see that. What this thing also does, all right, is it lets us know that we've moved on. All right, from the old mindset. There was an old mindset that came with Flores that you build it from the ground up, you draft, you get key guys in free agency. We're not going to exert a lot of picks and trade a lot of picks away because we want to keep those picks. We want to build up a youth movement. Now, rather than that, moving away from that, we're moving to the new age, new generation, microwave generation where it says, I know who this guy is. I've seen him for the last 5 years. He's an all-pro. Trade the picks. All right? Forget them picks. We don't need them picks. We want the players because we know what we're getting with them rather than worrying about if in the draft. All right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to draft players. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to accumulate draft picks either. But now, instead of using those draft picks on just players in the draft, we're using those draft picks to get perennial Pro Bowlers and all pros, okay? That's what we're doing now. We're moving away from the old. We're into the new school. Now we're spending those picks on players like a Hill and so on and so forth. I love that because those are guarantees, all right? You know when you get a Hill, you know what you're getting with him. Now, it's up to Tua to get him the football, all right, because he's not going to throw it. Hill's not going to throw it to himself, but assuming that Tua can at least get him the football, you know what you get with Hill. You know what you're going to get. If Mike Wallace had a Ben Roethlisberger he was coming to rather than Tannehill first year, he would have been a lot better for us. All right? So if Tua can be better, Hill can be productive, maybe even more so productive, all right, in the short game and making things happen himself than even with Mahomes because Mahomes had other guys he had to throw to. Now, Waddle is here, but Waddle is not on Hill's level, but we already know Travis Kelce was one of the bell cows on that team, and they had other wide receivers to throw to at the time. So now within the last 2 years, I would say that Hill got his fair share. But Maybe this year we rely solely on him and Waddle picks up where he can pick up at, or it's even across the board. Either way, it doesn't matter. Hill, we know what we get. If we give him in his targets, and oh man, remember now, this is who we're dealing with. We're dealing with Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel's going to put him in the backfield. He might put him at Wildcat as the trigger man. He might put him in the slot. He might roll him from the backfield into the slot or out wide. He's going to do jet sweeps. He's going to do a lot of different things with him. Imagine him and Waddle in the backfield together on a jet sweep. Woo, or on a Wildcat play. Nasty. That's nasty. All right. I can't wait to see what Mike McDaniel has cooking, all right, for this guy, because I already know he's gonna kill it when it comes to play design with a guy like this. You got Armstead as well. Look, we better make the playoffs. I know we have one of the toughest schedules this year. Okay, it's bad. We better make the playoffs. We better beat the Bills at least once. All right? I don't know which game we're going to get the Bills. It might be a nail biter. I don't care. We beat them by one. We are now able to contend with the Bills because we kept our defense the same, and we have Waddle and Armstead. That should allow Tua to get the ball out, Hill to do his thing, and to have time to get the ball out because Armstead is there. Put up enough points. Our defense step up to the plate, do what they need to do. Maybe finally shut down, for once in our lives, a guy like Josh Allen, who is almost impossible to shut down, by the way. And then we start finally winning some of these games or making them at least competitive to the last second rather than getting blown out every time. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. We got a squad now. Hopefully we ain't done. We can go get us an inside linebacker, either another offensive lineman, a center, preferably. And then maybe, I don't know, another wide receiver. I don't know at this point. I don't think we need wide receivers at this point, and we might not keep all the ones we got right now. But, time will tell. See y'all later.